Alright guys, what is up? It is Gnomes. I'm here in a game between FlyingFinn and Bobbmonv2. We have Bobbmonv2 here on the left hand side. He will be the one playing FSFW, a bit of a weird mix here. I don't fully understand the combo between Forsaken Waste and Fulgor Swamp. There are a few combos you can do, but I haven't really seen what this is yet. We see the Nexus as well as the Disturbed Spirit. So, not fully sure what this is so far. And then on the right hand side, FlyingFinn will be playing the Gelibrium, so full faction Gelibrium. And we do see the Nexus up here, but it is just the split idea. Whereas on the right hand side from FlyingFinn, we do have the full faction, and every single champion is a jelly. So you know what theme it is, right? Nothing to think at. And then when you know what theme you're against, you can kind of already start, planning. That's always how the game kind of goes. The first turn, you're trying to find out what is your enemy playing. You can first check by what faction you're playing against, right? And then obviously by their first, second, or third deploy, you should have a pretty good, idea of what's being played. Often, it takes the first turn, you still don't know, right? Unless you're watching their games and you know what they're playing. Okay, that's something different. But if you're not watching the players and what they might be playing, and let's say they just come out with, for example, the Nexus, you're like, okay, they might be playing jellies, but they might be playing meta, you have no idea. And there are some champions that are like that, where you don't know what battle group your enemy is playing until they play more champions. Whereas there are many other champions where it doesn't matter if they're first deploy, you basically know what battle group is being played, because that champion only fits in one battle group. And that's a pretty good example for not the Mindbender, but the Overmind. The Gelibrium Overmind, which has boost. At least it used to have boost. I'm not sure. I don't think it does anymore. But and that one, because it's really maybe wizards, but it was just like either wizards or jellies. And if it's full faction FS, you're almost 99% of the time it's just gonna be FS jellies. I mean, you're never gonna play full faction FS wizards. I don't think I've ever seen that. But you can do like FSKF, wizards with the Overmind or something. Anyway, so we do see the soul tapped on the Exospicer so far. This spirit can kind of just move down here. It is a ghost, which means it's incorporeal, and it will be like that for the rest of the game. So, and what incorporeal means is here. There it is. So you take very little damage from types that are not magical. So anything that is magical, you'll actually take damage, but if it's not magical, you take 25%, which is very little. So you can just move up the spirit down here, because it is flying as well, and it can't attack or anything, but it can just chill over here. And then you have the aura plus the deafening aura, and then soul channeling to just get value, right? You're contesting the font, you're getting Nora from soul channeling, and then you're dealing some damage. So, and you're often completely fine with that as the Disturbed Spirit. Now, when it comes to the case of this game, I'm not sure, just because of the Nora barrier. So the Nora will gain, be given back to FlyingFinn. So, I'm not sure if the if it's that good. There we see Oblivion Hex, I believe it was. Yeah, Oblivion Hex. Here, I'll show in the combat log. Combat log. There we go, all the way down. Oblivion Hex. And what that does is you get Defiled, Inhibited, and Cursed. So, and what's even better though is once this effect leaves play, you get 30 Nora. So it costs like 20 Nora, but you get 30. So you get 10 Nora every time you play this spell, which is really insane. You get more Nora back than I don't know. I think it's more efficient than a few Nora gain spells half the time, just because of how efficient it is how much you get. Or even more so if you have favor, right? If this is 25 Nora and you get 30 Nora back, you're like or other way around. It's 20 Nora. If it's 15 Nora and you get 30 back, you're getting 15 Nora every time you play the spell, right? Alright, there we saw the Dread Field now. That's what this little fog is. Not that it really matters. I believe it only reduces damage. Yeah, it only reduces damage. So there's not really a reason to play here. Teleport, afflict. What is to watch out for though is once there's been enough deployment of the Gelibrium and there are enough things on cooldown of your enemy, or yeah, then these jellies all get teleport, and then they can start moving over to this side of the font or this side of the. See, now they all have teleport rank 1. See, now all of these champions all have teleport. So not only can they get over these chasms, for example. Ooh, metamorphosis. There you go, and now he can just kill the jelly if he has the attacks. That is, does he have an attack? I don't think he actually. I guess he has to kill it next turn then, or else it might be cleanse, which is dangerous to him. But there's the stun plus the equipment. The spirit will die next turn then, I guess. There's in 1 attack, dealing 4 damage. He took very little because of this dread field here. He's in it as well. It shows it right here, but it actually goes on all these, everything within 2 range, so. Now, can this Disturb Spirit cleanse? I mean, is it even worth it? He'll die anyway, right? At 14 health, you can die to just auto attacks. It wants a cleanse out, because that would be a major, like if he had a cleansing mist up this turn, it would have cleansed the stun as well as this Disturb Spirit, and that would have given him an insane lead. But I don't think he has it. He has no cleanse for these guys. All he can do is move up with his Phoenix and hope it can stall a bit, but the Disturb Spirit will die too. Oh, wait, he has his Invoke. The Invoke is a cleanse, ain't it? Yeah, the Invoke is a cleanse. True. So that cleanses the Exospicer as well as the Neuromancer. Completely forgot about that. So did FlyingFinn then, didn't he? Because he played those spells knowing the Nexus is on the board. Huh. But now, thing is, he got a good cleanse, right? And a very good cleanse. He didn't even have to play a champion or a spell, right? He has loads of Nora now. How does he make it worth it, though? How does he now get an advantage? Because even though he cleansed, he still can't deal any more damage back. Like, how does he... Like, the only thing he can really go on is this Mindbender. So he deploys a Toll Taker, I guess. Going for that late game, right? The late game... That is what this battle group is, right? It's a late game, you know, death benefit battle group with Toll Taker and then, you know, Blood Phoenix. And then getting some Nora through Neuromancer and the Anguish, I guess. Not exactly super interesting. I mean, there's no, like, real fun ideas here. But... I mean, evasive here makes it so you actually want to attack not from ranged, but I guess cleanse through, or sorry, pacify through the mind wipe. Gonna attack again. So now he's at 23 health on this Mindbender, but the Mindbender is actually a tank, right? When it comes to jellies, this is the kind of the best tank you have. So, I mean, I guess the Lightbringer and the Skywalker are also very good with the Nora Barrier Jolt. I mean, he's not super tanky. He's actually only 45 base health. But that Nora Barrier means you can't really attack him too easily. And here you have Majestic, but then on the other hand, I guess 2 defense as well, surprisingly. Well, but generally I would say the Mindbender is one of the strongest tanks that jellies have. So you don't really want to go for it. Another stun being played. Stun number 2. Gonna move in on this Phoenix. He wants to get value out of this Nora shield as soon as possible, or as much as possible. Now everything's just stunned and like awestruck. So it's like, He can maybe kill this Mindbender next turn. That's all I see. Kill the Mindbender, deploy. He'll get the Nora Globe through the Soul Collection, and they'll get the Tariff to go off. But what else will he get to do, right? He healed for 12 somehow. I healed for 12 through the soul channeling, actually. Huh. The soul channeling healing him for so damn much. Wow. Huh. How are they all just fucking... Right, there's the 1 kill that we talked about on the Mindbender. He gets the Nora Globe. There's the stun through the Exospicer. Gonna move here. Gonna hit double aura. He deployed, right? And he got the Nora Globe. Or he can deploy, I mean. He got the Phoenix to come out. He can deploy, he can Hex. Maybe Hex the Lightbringer, just so it doesn't deal as much damage. It has a double attack next turn, so Hexing the Lightbringer is a pretty good idea. Mind Wipe Aura. Stun. I'm a little confused by this battle group. And there's another mutant. So is that what this is? Like a soul tap battle group between FW and FS? I haven't seen that in a long time. It's not. I've tried it once a long time ago, like 3 years ago, and it wasn't very good. But maybe you can get it to work. I guess like playing soul tap when you're playing a bit of a death battle idea kind of works because you get Nora slowly, but you also kill slowly. And these champions are pretty hard to kill. But they're just not cheap, right? Like this 73 Nora, 65, 60. Like they're none of these. You need like sub 50, you know, for it to be death benefit in all actuality. Now, this champion will die, but again, the Nora will go over to the Toll Taker, and this which is so insane. He should have moved the Toll Taker up one if he could have to get the Neuromancer Nora Globe. Deploys another Sky Caller here. Maybe we're gonna see if we can threaten the top font with this Nexus here as well. Now the stun will go away from the Exo Spicer, right? Yeah, he's not stunned anymore next turn. What's that? What did he just do? Grant Flight? What did he just grant? Whoa. I don't know. There's the one. Look at that healing though. He's back to full. This just serves Spirit back to full. He was at 12 through that soul channeling that's going off. Soul tap. Soul tap. Soul tap. Soul tap. Yeah, the jab. It's the jab, isn't it? The jab with the Nora gain is pretty insane actually, because just they're all soul tap right when they come into the game, and he heals for 2. Huh. So look at that. He's gonna get so many Nora Globes here. Boom, boom. 2 Nora Globes he just gets with that soul collection. And now it's just the Sky Colors flying. You just chill here, wait for the Nora Shield to leave, and then maybe deploy top. And then move him to the bottom font if you can, maybe. Move him like to threaten here somewhere. You can threaten both these fonts. You could also latch on, but that doesn't make any sense because he can teleport, right? You just deploy. You got 2 Nora Globes. He definitely has a Nora, right? There you go. GG.